Let's talk more about the political impact of this incident with NBC News senior political editor Mark Murray. Mark, good morning. Good to have you with us. So how much of a galvanizing effect do you think this incident could have on the Republican Party, especially ahead of this week's RNC, but then also we look ahead to November?
Yeah, Savannah, I think look at the short term. We've already actually seen President Biden talk about unity in his Oval Office address last night. The Democratic campaign ended up pulling down its ads temporarily in communications. We've also seen that on the Republican side of things, too. And so some more unity in the air, but how long that lasts, it's unclear. My colleagues at NBC have also ended up reporting that former President Trump has been talking about a more unifying convention speech when he accepts the Republican nomination officially later this week. And of course, we actually have to see if that actually holds true. Of course, you know, Donald Trump is somebody who has had incendiary rhetoric in the past, who talked about American carnage in his first convention address 8 years ago. And so if we're going to be talking about long-term unity, that is a long-term story to watch.
And we've seen these calls for unity. We have also, though, seen some Republican lawmakers pointing fingers at President Biden and Democrats over this assassination attempt, accusing them of whipping up anti-Trump rhetoric. I mean, do you see a softening of the political messages at the convention this week and beyond that? And do you also think this is going to change just how the candidates campaign? Could we see fewer of these big outdoor public rallies?
Yeah, Joe, I don't know how the outdoor rally situation is going to be effective. And of course, a lot of that has to go with the independent review that ends up happening when it comes to the Secret Service and its handling of events on Saturday. But, you know, as far as how the Republican, you know, they have obviously been angry at the Democratic rhetoric. And in the presidential campaign season, Joe, you know, there is some tough rhetoric on all sides. But what I am actually going to be watching are some of the Democratic and progressive rhetoric that we've heard over the past year about if Donald Trump is reelected, democracy is at stake, that there is a potential fascist, authoritarian takeover, and whether Democrats continue to use that language after Saturday's events, to me, is an open question still.
Mark, before this happened, a big conversation in terms of the election and campaigns. These many calls from Democratic lawmakers for President Biden to step aside in the election after his performance in the debate. Does this incident change anything for the president?
In the short term, Savannah, it's actually frozen those kind of conversations. My colleagues Natasha Korecki and Carol Lee have written that there are Democratic voices who, you know, part of the movement to oust Joe Biden from the top of the Democratic ticket. And it complicates things, at least in the short term, on that. The story automatically changed. We were talking about the debate, its aftermath, the Joe Biden news conference that he had, and then obviously the situation that we ended up seeing on Saturday playing out in Pennsylvania. That has now dominated the news, and Joe Biden and whether he remains on the top of the ticket has become a secondary story.
Hey there, MSNBC fans. I'm Luke Russert, and be sure to join me, Rachel Maddow, Jen Psaki, Lawrence O'Donnell, Steve Kornacki, Joy Reid, and many more September 7th in Brooklyn, MSNBC Live Democracy 2024. Click on the link for ticket information. We will see you there.